you're gonna see what Joey Wheeler's all about. That's right, today we'll be taking on our third-rate duelist's fourth-rate deck, Red Eyes. I've given him plenty of love to both Yugi and Kaiba, with Dark Magician and Blue Eyes featuring Primite support, but no, the Primites, the potential, it's infinite. And Joey Wheeler's very own Red Eyes Black Dragon, the third and least powerful member of the iconic trio, still majorly benefits from the Primite package. So today it is time to make Red Eyes meta. Now before we get into this week's of Let's Make a Meta, just a reminder that I do read all the comments and any of your deck recommendations. So if you want to see your favorite deck or archetype featured on the next Let's Make a Meta episode, then comment down below and it'll get added to the list, I promise. But also subscribe and turn that notification bell on because we are close to 100,000 subscribers. I think we can do it, and I'd love to get there soon. But with that said, let's talk about the Red Eyes Black Dragon. So we're of course all familiar with Red Eyes itself, a level 7 dragon with 2400 attack points. It does pale in comparison to Blue Eyes as far as attack goes, and even its level is arguably worse. Furthermore, Red Eyes has some cool exclusive archetypal supports that Blue Eyes can't make the best use of, one of which is one of the best dragon cards ever made, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, and of course its compatriot, Black Metal Dragon. If you aren't familiar, Black Metal Dragon is a level 1 dragon which can equip itself from the hand or field to a dragon monster, or to a Red Eyes monster rather, and give it attack points. More importantly, when it goes to the graveyard from the field, and this can be from the spell trap card zone as well, lets you add a Red Eyes card from your deck to your hand. This card is fantastic for getting Red Eyes monsters. One of the best ones is Darkness Metal Dragon, which can summon itself from the hand by banishing a face-up dragon you control. Then, once returned, you special summon a dragon from your hand or your graveyard. This means if you summon Black Metal and you link it away again, you can search again. And that'll give you access to a bunch of Red Eyes cards, because there's some other good ones too. A nice, simple one is Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon, a clean extender, which can special summon itself by sending level 5 or higher normal monster from your hand or deck to graveyard, then increasing its level by 1. So the idea behind it is to send Red Eyes. Obviously, you can send anything, but you can send Red Eyes, and it becomes level 7, opening up those rank 7 or level 10 synchro plays. During the main phase, except the turn it's sent there, you can banish it from the grave to add a Red Eyes Fusion from your deck to your hand. However, I'm not playing Red Eyes Fusion because, again, I'm not playing spells or traps. This one will be played in essentially both or every version of Red Eyes. However, right now, in this version, it is not included. So we're still playing the one copy of this, just no Red Eyes Fusions. But then there's also 2 other Red Eyes monsters we are going to be searching a fair bit of the time. But they're not only Red Eyes cards. And I've already made a video about the archetype separately and how it works with other decks. But I'm talking about the metal card. If you aren't familiar with Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon, this card is awesome. It must first be special summoned by Max Metamorph that was activated by tributing level 5 or higher dragon monster. And then once on the field, it's an Omni-Negate. Whenever your opponent uses a card or effect, you can negate the activation, but then also, like in the classic Red Eyes Burn fashion, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of one of your opponent's attack mode monsters. And it does more than that as well, because the Max Metamorph gives you additional abilities. But even beyond that, Full Metal Dragon has one of their effects, and that is, you can tell, it's not good to draw. So what you can do is, if it's in the hand, you can reveal it, put it back in the deck, and set a Metamorph trap from your deck, and then shuffle it. So it's actually not bad to draw. It gets you the Metamorph. The Metamorph itself is Max Metamorph, which tributes a monster. Special summon a monster that mentions Max Metamorph from your hand, deck, or graveyard that has the corresponding type. Then you equip the Max Metamorph to said monster, and it gains the following abilities. It gains 400 attack and defense, as well as it cannot be destroyed by spell or monster effect, and it cannot be targeted by spell or monster effect. So now think about this way. Your Full Metal Dragon is going to be a 3800 attack monster that is an Omni-Negate that cannot be targeted or destroyed by monsters or spells, the 2 most dominant kind of clades in the game. I think these Max Metamorph and Metamorph support cards are awesome. They're some of my favorite new cards in modern history. I really think they're underutilized, and if there's a little more support being made, they'd be very, very strong in tier 1 potential. And I think even right now, this deck is solid. Now there is one other metal card I'm playing, and it's not the Metal Zoa package and stuff that my other cards, or my other deck included. Instead, this is the other Red Eyes Metal Claws Dragon. So you're actually not going to be summoning this off of Max Metamorph. Instead, it's another card you can search off of your Black Metal Dragon. It lets you activate Metamorph Trap the turn they were set, which is important for hands that have a lot of Metamorph cards. How do you get it onto the field? Well, you can summon it by sending one face down card you control to the grave. And then if it's summoned and you have one of those in your grave, you add from your deck or your grave at your hand a Metamorph Trap. So it replaces itself, and then you can immediately convert it, because it's a dragon, into Full Metal Dragon. So with all that in mind, let's take a look at the deck list. Okay, so this is the deck, and it's pretty straightforward. It's a lot of hand traps, because again, we're trying to go for a control, mid-range, grinding game type of strategy. And then it's slotted out with the 3 of all your best starters for both Primite and Red Eyes. Now, if you don't know what the Primite cards do, I'll run through them very quickly, but we talked about them a lot on the channel already. Load is the key piece of the deck. An activation adds another Primite into your hand, and once per turn declares a normal monster's name and summons it from anywhere, so except your banish pile. Your Drill Beam says if you control Red Eyes, or you have a Primite card or Red Eyes in your hand, you get to negate a card in the field and banish it. But also, once per turn if it's in the graveyard and you control a Primite monster, resets itself. Barrel, on summon, sets a Primate spell trap from your deck. Then when it's in the graveyard during your standby phase, adds itself back. The idea here is that Load and Barrel search each other, and they search Drill Beam. Drill Beam is a banish, and then Load will still summon Red Eyes. So you're getting the Red Eyes access as well as the banish, and that repeats itself every turn. So it's awesome. Then everything else is kept at a 1 of in the deck because it's searchable. You don't need more. 2 Red Eyes is only there because if I do get hit with an SP Little Knight, I don't want to just lose. I'm playing 2 Flare Mails here because there are some games where maybe you can get out 2 of these, and then the burn damage will pile up. And this can especially kind of matter because burn damage also is inflicted by your Full Metal Dragon. But with that said, what you say, Yugs? It's time to duel. All right, Yugs, it's time to duel. How are we doing? Our hand looks good. I lost the roll, which is fine. Run Red Eyes, it's a brick, not the Drytron. I say not the best. Full Metal, also, it's okay. Not a bad thing. I'm playing 3 Metamorph. His hand looks not great if that's how he started. He doesn't have a ritual in hand to draw with. So he's going to go Gamma Tribute, another one from his hand, I guess. This is not how you play this deck, by the way, guys. If you have this hand, you would just go Gamma Tribute from hand, special summon both. That being said, when he makes the... What's the name of the XYZ again? I don't remember. I'm going to Veiler it, though. Is it Delta? No, it's not Delta. That's New Beta Fafnir. That's the name. Bunch of Greek letters. All right. No Greekness for you. Hopefully, no. Call by. Toggle there. Okay, so there's something. Call by. This isn't the end of the world though. They can't extend that well because they've already used 2 names. They did waste their Delta, and they clearly don't have rituals in hand. So I think as far as extension goes, they're kind of poopy what they have. So I'm gonna show them what a real deck does. I feel like I start off my sentences good when I play these, and then it gets worse and worse as the sentence continues. Alright, so that lets him search a spell. Spelling it Nova. Drytron Nova. No, that one. This specials itself and searches another one, right? Add its Arctic or Drytron spell trap make your hand. So it probably adds Drytron Nova now. Oh, because new adds a monster, right? Fafnir, yes. This deck loses the draw so bad. And then Nova add the spell. Or Fafnir add the spell, which is Nova. I don't think they're adding Medianus, the ritual spell, because I don't think they have ritual in hand. Otherwise, they just didn't click yes on Delta. Yeah. So when they summon off of this, they summon the Nova, or the Alpha or Zeta, whichever they summon. That is when I nib, because one, Appa is possible, but also I want to clear all these names off the field so you can't sack this off and then revive it. And his way of doing that would make Linkuriboh first, and you actually want to keep Linkuriboh out of the graveyard because as a chainable card, it can make your effects kind of poo-poo. But okay. Nice Nibiru. Throw that down over Zal. And love Drytron's low defense. It's not going to be a problem to beat. 2 cards left. It could be Ash, could be Call By still. I'm thinking it's mostly non-engine based on the way it's being played. What? They did have more extension. And then, second Gamma. I guess that was conceivable. This can get them follow-up then, or they can, if they play Link Spider, extend a little bit further. But getting that for follow-up is a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. The ironic thing of leaving this in attack mode is if I can Full Metal burn, but that's it's a bit greedy. It's griefing, I think, if anything. And face here. Okay. So none of the callback. Callback is the card actually scares me a fair bit. So to stop Black Metal Dragon. Imperm, not the worst versus deck. It's not great though. It's better than it used to be because there's now the XYZ and the this new 2 which searches on field. I'm gonna quick toggle check with Full Metal. Let's use this first. Okay, so I think there's no toggles there. I didn't see a Veiler Trek. I didn't see a Maxi. They could also be toggling off, but I don't expect that for players in this caliber and ranked. So let's go for Black Metal Dragon, and I should have a pretty easy lethal line. And if it's not lethal, not counting. If it's not lethal, then it's close to lethal. No, this is for sure freaking lethal. The thing is, I play around Nib. If I go for Red Eyes Metal Claw instead, I go attack, attack, and I can do 68. Or I go, I'm playing around Nib. 6,800, and then I have Full Metal Burn up. See, I don't like that because there's no guarantee the burn works. You can summon cards in defense mode. So I'm gonna go for the play that goes for the kill shot. I'm gonna get Red MD. Oh, it's Droll. Okay. Okay. I can't kill now because I can't search the Metal Claws to go for lethal. Banish this. Wait, what? Oh, the toggle's the Fafnir, right. Let's say, what the hell's the toggle? So what's the angle here? It could be Erratic Still, could be SP. Could be Typhon Shenanigans too. I'm not going to summon Red Eyes from hand because Black Metal attacking over this is the same amount of damage. Right? Yeah. Not the same amount of damage, but it just still kills it, so there's no reason to. I'm not doing a crazy amount of damage here, but it's fine. Battle phase, attack. Then I get 3k in. Now I have to think, what's the best way of shutting off follow-up here? There's 2 Gammas engraved, so hitting that is pointless. Hitting Alpha with SP could be pretty good. I could internally go for follow-up and leave this on the field or attach it to the Red MD. That way I can search again. I think it's probably SP. SP is also Disruption. And I can go to the Alpha Engrave, which means if I negate the Ben 10 with Full Metal, then I could lock him off of Access or Rituals. So I'm not going to be able to search here, obviously. Yeah, and not Erratic Seal because I have to leave up the dragon. I don't have to. I could Erratic Seal to get into the, what's it called? The dragon again, but it feels bad. There's no new 2 engrave. This card I probably would have gone for otherwise, but yeah, the Alpha here should be good. I think I'd gone for Gamma if there weren't 2 of them, but with 2, it makes sense. Alright, set the Imperm, and then we're chilling. And I'd probably fire this off in draw phase, right? Just in case you do something crazy. I don't see a reason not to. Yeah, so let's grab.
Now my Red Eyes Black Dragon is a Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon.
Full Metal Dragon. Red Eyes Metal Fire Blast. Equip it? Damn straight I will. Another Fafnir. I mean, if anything, I negate Nova, not the Fafnir. Which I think I will negate. Yeah, let's negate with Full Metal. I'm not going to be able to do burn damage here. He has no monsters. That's fine. So he has 1 card left. It's the Ben 10 we know. So he's going to start off with Gamma, Revive, then Ben 10 trigger. And if he uses the effect of Ben 10, I'll chain SP to clear out his monsters. I have the choice of SP banishing itself, or I can banish... Can I even banish this on the opponent, or... Never mind, I can't even target my own card. That's not a feasible option. That's... worse, I think? Yeah, so... No, I can't. I can't be able to target it. Your opponent cannot? Your opponent cannot target it. Okay, yeah. So I do have the option of banishing my own Flare Metal, and then it comes back as an Omni next turn. And that's not terrible. It's also pretty good into Typhon. It'll lose the protection effects, obviously. I don't think I'm risk of dying. I think I actually like that play. So I'm going to tag out, and that's going to be there for next turn. Let's see what they do. Diviner. Okay, that gets imperm, then I win. So they had to go for Ben 10, and then go... Oh, they can't even use Gamma because they banished the thing. They can stay alive with Typhon. What? No, I'm saying they banished. I banished the Delta. The only other Drytron engrave is the Gamma and the Fafnir and this crap. But this can't survive that, can it? 2000 attack from your grave. He just went end phase. Okay, he's dead. I guess he's not literally dead. It's 5k, so he lives 500. Oh, and there's that. Never mind, he's not dead. But I'm looking good. Effect Whaler here. Does that do anything for me? I don't think it opens up any avenues. Tribute Summon Red Eyes. All right, so we're gonna be in the same position last turn. Down an Imperm though, but they're down Ben 10 in hand, which is huge. And importantly, they're down on life points. So now actually I could hold this burn damage, and it might be good. I summoned this in the literal worst zone possible though, because of Relinquished Anima. Like actually, straight up imbecile. Do not do this at home, kids. I activate Drytron Gamma. Ooh, new is one of the better cards you could have had. But I can Veiler it, so... I'm gonna use Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon and negate your Drytron Gamma. Next up, they can use Mewtwo, which will come back, and I will be swiftly Effect Veilering it and SP Lending it out of the game. I do not want that shit anywhere near me. Banishing my Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon and your Drytron Mewtwo. I'm gonna stop. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's not as cool as the Pegajessis' voice. And as I said, a slow, grindy deck. It's a long, hard-fought battle, but we whittled them down to nothing, and nothing, and nothing. It denied me the right of my Metal Inferno Fire Blast. But that game is in the books. Let's go. All right, Kaiba. I see that Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon there, and I'm coming for you. How do I want to start this off? I mean, yeah, this is simple, right? Or which is worse than to draw? I guess if I get drolled, I'd rather have load up. So this first, and yeah. Cool, resolves. I can't set up the immediate combo, so yeah, we'll just do this. Nothing resolution, cool. So let's check now for Infinito Impermanence. Toggle there. Okay, so I'm imagining this will not resolve, which is fine. Not the end of the world. No, it walked. Interesting. So what does the toggle mean then? They don't think this is worth it. Maybe they're holding for a Blue Eyes card, right? Because I haven't revealed that I'm playing Red Eyes yet. It's very possible they haven't a clue. I'm going to make Erratic Seal with this, though. I do think it's worth it. Worthwhile to do that. Special summon Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. God, this card is so cool. This card has been played for almost 16, 15 years now. Very big mainstay. All right, so we're going to stop that. That's... I honestly am fine with that. And if it lives on the field for a turn, it's going to be a bigger problem for them then. All right, next up, play into the Imperm column. You may have stopped my one Red Eyes, Kaiba. I'm so bad at accents. I need to take a voice acting class. I'm gonna keep doing this. But yeah, get Max Metamorph. And then special from the deck, Red Eyes Black Dragon. Red Eyes Black Dragon. Oh, now I'm sounding like a bad Jesse accent. I'm getting in my head. I'm getting in the head. Focus, Jesse. Focus. I mean, Joey. No, I'm not making Erratic Seal because it's weakened to Ash and Clawby. And it's like, it like, Okay, so I guess that's a thing to talk about here for a second, because I have the time. I don't think I'll need the time this game. But I can make the Hermetic Seal here, extra form of disruption. Bounce a card, and then from the deck special summon a Red Eyes Black Dragon. Then I can use Drill Beam to control a normal monster, and then turn it afterwards, Metamorph into Full Metal. That's how you maximize disruption. However, it leaves you vulnerable in multiple ways. For one, even if they don't have one of the hard counters to it, it means you are inflexible in the way you order your disruptions, which is rough from the perspective of trying to stop your opponent, which is main priority, not just maximum disruptions. But then also you leave yourself very weak to cards like Call By or Ash, that if they stop Seal's Graveyard effect to someone from the deck, you turn off more of your disruptions than that one card really should. So let's not time out. Thing to keep in mind. That being said, your turn, Kaiba. I gotta say, yeah, when he plays a card. 1 for 1. Is this a Blue Eyes mirror match? Oh, not mirror match. Red Eyes mirror match. Let's check for. I guess I still don't know what he's playing. If I Drill Beam this, I can sack off this for Max Metamorph to keep this on the field. I do think I'll Drill Beam this. Like, I know it's burn and interrupt, but I think this card trades pretty well. Toggle there is interesting. I'm gonna let this resolve first, and then I'll Max Metamorph and toggle on for a second. What's that toggle, Kaiba? Could it be a Maxi? Call by the Grave? No, but if he knows that I know it's Call by, then he would play around it, right? I'm sorry, I'm just doing the bit from Duel's Kingdom. Those type of bluffs aren't as relevant in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Unfortunately, they're hilarious. In old Yu-Gi-Oh! They come up more with trap cards, but these days you make more educated reads. It's very easy to figure out what they have, what they don't. Metamorph Dragon. My red eyes are hard as steel, just like my leap.
Huh?
Nightmare Throne. Oh, this is not Kaiba. This is Jesse with Yubel. Ah. I should stop this. This card is broken. Oh crap, my cards are in attack mode. I mean, if I knew it was Yubel, I would have not done that. There's still a toggle. Hey, not enough for me, eh? Nah.
How come you're always making that stupid nyeh sound, nyeh?
Alright, duelist, let me show you how it works. I've got Esperoba here, and we all know from the show that after this duel, that Jinzo, it's gonna be mine. Ooh, and they are a psychic duelist just like Esperoba. Punk monsters. Interesting. Do I effect failure this? Might hold because I have Nib. I think I hold because I have Nib. I shouldn't have toggled on. I should have thought about that before, except I was too busy acting like a doofus.
Just stick to saying nyeh. It's all you're good for. Nyeh?
And, ooh, Shirakusai. Okay, so they can go into... I'm not valoring that, right? What the... Emancipator Researcher. That was not in my expectations, and it missed... Wait, no, it was 5. Okay, yeah. Nice. Use doing versus the gambling master here. I am Joey Wheeler. You can't gamble me, my friend. Dude, I really am the gambling... What? There's someone from hand. But I said, I'm the tier player. I'm mill 5. I know how to gamble, but I'm very confused. Wagon, Deer Note. I'm gonna chill because I have no reason not to. Yeah, I think I'm just chilling. Make Jam Dragon Drive. Yeah. They get to search Ghost Ogre, which I don't care about. So they're gonna make the rank 8 then, right? And the rank 8 is a monster engage. So that's where Nib plus Valor in conjunction is gonna be important. There's a world actually that Call By F's me up. No, Call By shouldn't F me because I have Mag for Valor. I thought about that. Not really. Should have paid more attention to that. Madam Spiders. They play the trap as well. Keep letting them play, I guess. All the draws in the world. shan't save you from my dueling abilities. I didn't get third place in Battle City for nothing. Wait, did he get fourth? I think he got fourth. Never mind, ignore me. Back to sixth in hand is scary, but I really don't know what to expect from this deck. I just want to keep letting him play. So he hasn't used Rising Scale yet, or Foxy. He's used none of the big ones. He's only used level 3s. Okay. So he can't special from hand anymore, which is important. What? He plays Shield. I guess... No, this one's not a rock. It's Sangagen that's a rock. Very interesting. And then he searches. Jesus, his life points at 400. He can't even use that golem. All right, I'm just going to nib here, I think. I can Veiler it first to check for call by. Yeah, so I Veiler here on the Jam Fever. And it resolves. Cool. And then I activate Nibiru, the primal being. Esperoba, that Jinzo is mine. Look at him molding over there. Yeah. Well, I didn't use Red Eyes cards that game, but still, I showed you guys a lot, so I'm going to include this in the video. All right, it's time to duel, Mr. 038. Our hand looks good. No complaints about this. Double metal card. I can go for the metal immediately play. I probably do that, right? Yeah, no, I should. If it gets Veilered, am I okay with that? I don't mind it. Yes, Red Eyes Metal Claw. There's no toggle there, which is important to keep in mind. Then let's special summon a Red Eyes Metal Claw. I guess I could toggle check with Black Meteor Dragon for Veiler. It's worse than a Maxi though. I don't think there's a Maxi base in the toggle, so I'm going to start off with this actually. I'm going to dump Red Eyes to Grave. And this will check for Veiler Imperm on summon. Nothing. Alright, cool. Send this away. Send him to my dungeon. And let's grab it back to my hand, because I want to keep them in deck. I don't want to just use them all. I actually sack off the Black Metal Dragon here. I don't have to keep it up. A Black Meteor Dragon. Red Eyes Full Metal Dragon. Let's go. So this will protect my barrel, which is cool. Equip. Always, my friend. Red Eyes Ether Barrel Dragon. Sets. Yep. And they couldn't beat my Red Eyes deck. They ran like a dog. I don't know where the accent was going there at the end, but what you gonna do versus Primite and Red Eyes? Nothing. All right. Up against Shadow this time. And looking fine. I have 2 normal summons here, but because I already have load, it's not actually important that I have Black Metal or that I summoned the barrel, so Black Metal was fine. I'm going to start off with load. I think I saw a toggle there. Maybe he ashes this because I already have this stuff. It's not a big deal. Didn't negate it. Okay, so I had another barrel here, which doesn't do too much for me. But a deck thins. No Max C there. That's awesome. Still could get Max C though, so I can't get too ahead of myself. I need to search for Black Metal Dragon. Cool. Get Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Then special summon, and maybe there's no toggle. Maybe it was just nonsense. And, it's time to summon our Black Metal back. This is our ideal opening here, uninterrupted. It's not going to look crazy flashy, but you'll see that it's very resilient. It's not going to be a problem. So because I don't have another Metamorph card already, we're just going to add the solo Metamorph, the old, what's it called? Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon. Then Nibiru. Nibiru. Does that matter to me? So summon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is summon 5 now. This happens either way. I think it's for sure Nib. think I can be cheeky and play around the nib and not use this. That way, if this gets nibbed, I can use Erratic Seal. Is that what I want to do? And then I switch Druid Swarm. Because I still have the Drill Beam target here. I don't need to summon Red Eyes from the deck from that perspective. It means if I get Ashed or Call Bite on the seal, Metamorph is dead this turn, which is a little annoying, but if there's anything to not be live this turn, that one is the best one. Yep. Predictable. 0/0 token is funny. I wonder if they'll out of habit put it in defense. Okay, no, they didn't. Alright, seal effect, summoning Magnamut, right. I don't need, yeah, I don't need Metamorphing Grave, so that Metamorph wouldn't do anything. I think Pua Swarm is probably what I want to do, because I have enough follow-up. Someone from the deck, Red Eyes, Black Dragon. I could have gone for a rank 7 play like Volafender is, but that seems stupid. I had Link Spider, I can go for SP or I can go for IP here, but none of those are in my deck, so I'm done. Yeah, simple as that. It's your turn, Shadow. Wait, not yet. And my Druis Vam. So we got the double Omni between the Full Metal and the Drill Beam. We got an Imperm, we got a Druid Swarm as well. And our follow-up should be mighty fine. Let's activate a Max Metamorph right off the rip. Let's develop an Omni here. He knows I have Barrel in hand, so he knows that no matter what, the Drill Beam is going to be live. Yeah. All right, cool. Equip a card, always. Yubel again? What is up with people today? Yubel. Yubel. Ubel. So, I'm glad I got Druid Swarm here. That is a big help. So, this does check this. I'm pretty much not going to be using Full Metal at all. Like, until this is gone. Or until I Druid Swarm and then turns this back online. But he's pinned me down. However, the way Phantom works is if you proc it, it actually spans into more bodies than if you just leave it there. So I'm like almost reverse pinning it down. And never mind. Interesting. He doesn't know which set is which, right? No, he doesn't. Can't target this because of Max Metamorph. So we have to blindly hit one of the back row, which I'll chain probably other way. I'll chain Imperm. And if he dodges for whatever reason, he can hit the token, but he can't hit... He hits the Red Eyes too, I guess, but I don't care about that. Yeah, so he probably can hit the Red Eyes, thinking that this helps him turn off the Drill Beam, but again, it's no problem for me. So, okay, I have 2 Omnis still to this. I'm mega chillin'. Okay. Impermanence. 3 cards left, Shadow. Show me what you can do. Another Yubel. Wait, they just have 2 big Yubels in their deck, or the original Yubels? That's not standard. That's hilarious. Their hand was just 2 spirits, 2 regular Yubels. With 1 card left in hand, say goodbye to your Phantom of Yubel. Good riddance, Shadows. I'm the better Jade character here. And I got the Ruby Carbuncle. Alright. Red Eyes, Black, Full Metal Dragon. You think someone will finally let me use my Red Eyes Inferno Blast here? Because everyone concedes before I get to attack. Damn it. Alright. The following image is a visualization of what would have happened if I had opponents who respected me. Alright. So, that was my Red Eyes deck. And we managed to go a clean 5-0. What does Kaiba think he's talking about? I cannot do this accent. I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry for hurting all your eardrums. Trust guys, this card, Black Full Metal Dragon, it's actually chef's kiss. And it works great in this deck. This deck is cool, and if you love Red Eyes, you love the metal cards, give this a shot, because it is fun, and it's more traditional Yu-Gi-Oh style, which is awesome. That being said, guys, we are on the way to 100,000 subs. So please support the channel by subscribing. I know a lot of you guys haven't already, and it goes a long way. Also, commenting down below that your favorite deck can be made meta next.